going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got the 45th IPL game to review. We've got the Lucknow Super Giants. Well, they get the win in the end over the Delhi Capitals. Unfortunately for the Delhi Capitals, they were in an okay position to go on and get a win. Some good bowling, firstly, from Lucknow, but just some pretty average batting. It has to be said. We're going to obviously go through it and talk about it throughout this video. So, hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. You like cricket, subscribe. If you like IPL, subscribe. You like milk, subscribe. We're milking too. I don't know. I'll let it out. Hey, let's just get straight into the review because I'm not here to waste any more time. As I'm recording this, my review should have actually been out half an hour ago. But look, I've had a busy day, so I'm home and I'm able to record my reviews finally. So let's just get straight into it. I'm not here to waste any time. Player of the match was Mohsin Khan, or Mohsin Khan, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know a whole lot about him, so you guys know. If we don't know much, we're going to do the research. So let's do it here. So he's 23. He's played 4 games in his career. All of those this year. He's taken 8 wickets. He bowled pretty well last night. He took a 4 for in last night's game. Some pretty important wickets as well. So, well done to the young fella. I'm sure he's loving it. All right, let's hop into the Lucknow Super Giants. They were sent in to bat first. And the opening partnership of, probably the best. No. What's the best open? No, I'm trying to think what's the best. I still can't decide what the best opening partnership in the competition is, but it probably is this one. Faf and Virat, but they can't make many runs. I guess Rohit and Ishan, but Rohit can't make it. It probably has to be these guys, especially with Rahul. I would say Butler and Padikkal, but Padikkal's not making a whole lot of runs either, so I guess these two are the most consistent. Who's the Titans openers? I don't know. Ridhaman Saha and, who else? I totally forgot. Look, we're not here to do a review for Gujarat. We're here for Lucknow. So, Quinton de Kock, he's gone for 23 off 13. 3 fours, a 6. It's what he does. He starts off really well and unfortunately finds himself out. He would have liked to build on that. KL Rahul, the skipper, he's in some form, seriously. He's hit 2 centuries this season. I think this is his 3rd half century of the season as well, or 4th. So he's killing it. He's absolutely dominating this season. And to think that, he was questioned over not only his captaincy, but his ability to win games in important moments. I was even one who thought he wasn't the right captain for Punjab. And I agreed that it was probably time on for Punjab to move KL Rahul on and bring a new captain in. And, Agarwal's a captain. He's okay. But Rahul is just completely spitting in our faces and saying, this is what you get for letting me go. Please come back, KL. We need you, man. We seriously need you in our team so badly. You can open up the runs with Shikhar Dhawan. We'll play Agarwal at 3. How's that sound? Whatever. Deepak Hooda, 52 off 34. Again, there's such an amazing partnership between Rahul and Hooda. 120-run partnership, I think it got to in the end. Super classy stuff from both of them. Of course, Deepak would have loved to stay out there till the end. Same with Rahul, but both really quality knocks. You score anywhere near 200. That's a pretty good result. And the man who came in at number 4, it's good to see the man, Stoin, bumped up the order. He's being brought in as the guy who can hit a long ball. Now, he did not start well. Holy moly. He was like 6 off 13 deliveries at one point, and I'm thinking, Stoin, didn't they pay like $1 million for you, mate? What's going on? You're tanking. Are you tanking for the team? But no, he hit a 6 off the last ball, gets the job done. He finishes at a run of ball, 17 off 16, a 4 and a 6. You take that. And his job was to just get KL Rahul on strike. As soon as Stoin came to the crease, his role was, if I'm not putting it for 6 or 4, I've just got to run a single as hard as I can and get the man KL back on, which he did a pretty good job of rotating strike. And then KL was gone. You get the man Krunal Pandya. He comes out 9 off 6. Not very inspirational, Krunal. You should have hit 9 off 2. So that's just unlucky. Even Arshdeep Singh would have found the rope a few more times, so that's okay. But, Shout out to the man, Arsh Deep. Cool. Where am I up to? I'm totally lost after making a criminal joke, but that's okay. All right, so luck now. Finish 195, only 3 wickets as well. Pretty impressive. The DC bowlers, they'll want to get all of these bowlers. Most of them will want to get their figures back. Holy moly! Mustafa Fizur Rahman, none for 37 off 4. I mean, he's still such a quality bowler, but on that sort of deck where it was quite a slow deck. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. It was a definite batting pitch. You wanted to bat on that deck. So this is why this sort of pitch, it was probably a good thing to bat first for once. A lot of, any sort of pace bowler that doesn't get swing or a whole lot of movement. I mean, Fiz Rahman gets a lot of movement actually, but he didn't seem to get the ball doing a whole lot. None for 37 or 4. Another one as well, Chetan Sakaraya. Started well, was not conceding many runs. He was bowling a lot of off-pace deliveries, a lot of those... Was it an off-cutter? Or it's... There's so many names for so many, cricket deliveries, you just can't remember them all, but I think it might have been an off-cutter, which is pretty standard nowadays, but... just the way he was able to get the ball out of the knuckles and then out of the back of the hand and then get it to cross... I don't know how some bowlers do it, to be honest. When they slow it down and they show it to you on the broadcast and you think, how the fuck is he throwing that ball? How is he even bowled? How does that come out of your hand? I don't get how cricketers can hold a ball in between their knuckles and then, flick it out at the last second. It is the most mind-boggling stuff. And that's why I could never be a pace bowler because, just purely I'd rather bowl spin and not have to run in about 2 kilometres every time I want to bowl the ball. But we'll leave that for another time in another video. Axar Patel actually bowled quite well. None for 25 off 4. Again, it was a good deck, especially for someone like Axar Patel who bowls so consistent line and length. He will drop the ball right, he will always hit the ball where he needs to. He's such a smart bowler, and in Indian conditions, he's as good as a spin bowler really gets. Lalit Yadav, none for 16 off 1. Yeah, maybe not. Shardul Thakur, though. The only wicket taker for the DC Capitals, 3 for 40 off 4. I mean, you take 3 wickets, you take that. Kuldeep Yadav as well, none for 29 off 3. Didn't take a wicket, but he actually bowled pretty well, I thought. I mean, you're always going to get hit for a boundary or 2, but I still thought he bowled well. All right, so a target of 196 to get the win here for DC. I mean, they've got such a talented batting lineup as DC that I almost expected them to go and chase this down. I thought it's a great deck for batting. They've got Prithvi Shaw, David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, Rishabh Pant, who are all some of the best T20 cricketers in the world, especially Warner, Marsh and Pant. I mean, Prithvi Shaw, not really, but you guys get what I'm saying. He's still a very classy player. But, yeah, just couldn't do enough in the end. Let's go through it. Prithvi Shaw hit a nice 4 in that first over, I think it was. And then the next ball, he went to put it for 6, and it went straight up in the air. So, look, Prithvi, I want you to do well, my man. Little Ravi Shastri Jr., I want you to do well. But gee whiz, you can't be doing that. I know he would probably rather play Test cricket, but gee whiz, the shot was pretty poor. Trying to skip up the crease and try and put him over the rope after you've just hit a boundary in the first over of the match, or it might have even been the second over, it's just a bit too early. It always annoys me especially when you're chasing runs and you are an opening batsman. The key lies with the 2 openers. If you lose wickets early, the game's over. Most of the time. And throwing away a wicket like that, I know if it went for 6, I would have been sitting here saying Prithvi Shaw is the greatest cricketer we've ever seen. What a shot that was. But when you miss it, it makes you look like a dickhead, essentially. So, Prithvi, we back you in 100%. We want you to do well here, but please never play that shot again. David Warner, unfortunately, gone for 3 off 4. Prithvi just kept taking all the strike, and then Marsh came in and took all the strike, and Warner was just clearly frustrated. He couldn't get on strike, couldn't connect to anything, and unfortunately gone for 3 off 4. Mitchell Marsh started so well. Marsh, Mitchell, look at me. I know you're watching. You batted really well, okay? Firstly, you batted really, really well. 37 off 20, 3 4s, 3 6s. And I'm thinking, shit, Marsh is on for a winning innings here. he's going to go on and score 85 plus not out here and win the match for DC. But he went out. And if you didn't see how he went out, guys, he edged it to Quinton de Kock. And you're thinking, it's pretty standard. That happens quite a lot. They nick it to the keeper. Well, he didn't actually hit it, and he walked. Marsh. Mitchell. Again, I know you're watching, Mitchell. Look me in the eyes. I know your brother Sean is watching as well. He better tell you. Could you not feel that you didn't hit it? Like, it made no sense to me. It took the umpire a good 6 seconds to even put the finger up. There was half-hearted appeals from Rishab and the DC, no, from the Lucknow fielders. Like, they weren't even that excited for the dismissal. And you walked. He didn't even hit it. Marsh, you were on track for a game-winning knock here. He was looking so good. This is the best we've seen him look since, well, the last time he played some international cricket at the World Cup. So, shit, Marsh, damn, you were looking so good out there. Oh, man, it made me so flat after I seen it. You know, I could have been okay if he went out, but then a delivery later, they show the replay and they show the snicko. There was no mark. There was no spike. He did not go near it. Shit happens. It's cricket at the end of the day, isn't it? Sometimes you can't win them all. Rishabh Pant, 44 off 30, 7 fours, which is, very good for Rishabh. It's always a good thing when Rishabh is keeping his boundaries along the ground. You feel a lot safer when Rishabh is out there and he's hitting fours instead of sixes. That might sound strange, but I don't want Rishabh to go out for nothing. So I always want him to do well. So when he plays along the ground, he actually looks a better cricketer. When he plays along the ground, he sits back in his crease and he just plays each delivery as it comes. Because sometimes in his past, like he'll run out there first ball. They've got to go out there and chase like 160. They're in the box seat to chase it down. And then he'll come out there first ball, try and send it to Afghanistan. And then he skies it straight in the air and goes out. And you're thinking, why would you do that? But this is so much more classier. It's such a better Rishabh Pant to watch, in my opinion. You know, of course, we all love to see Rishabh run down the crease or, you know, take a step to his right and get under the ball and send it for six. But this was a more composed Rishabh, and, it looks a lot better. This is a guy who could be the best batsman in all three formats easily. And I feel so confident saying that Rishabh literally could be the best player in the world in literally every three formats. There's just so much still untapped potential here for Rishabh. Every time I watch him play, I just think he might score a 200 here. And it sounds so dumb to say, but he always looks so capable of doing anything, and then he'll do a silly thing, and I just wonder why. Look, got bowled here from Asim Khan. It's a good ball, so you can't do anything about that. But Rishabh, well played. Top scored for the side as well, so you always take credit in that. Lalit Yadav gone for 3. Yep, that's unfortunate. He also dropped 3 catches in the crowd, or in the field. He also took a good catch as well, though, so I guess he made up for that. Romvan Power, 35 off 21. He's now stating his name as one of the better finishers in the comp as well. Unfortunately, he didn't finish it off, so I guess maybe not. But you get what I'm saying. Axar Patel with some late runs, gave them a little bit of sneaky chance, but look, the game was over. 42 not out of 24. Again, they bat so deep, this team. When Kuldeep Yadav, I know they had Fiz Rahman and Sakurai, but they bat all the way down to Takua, Lord Takua, that is. When they bat so deep, it just shocked me that they couldn't find this win, to be honest. I really thought they were going to chase these down. But, hey, credit where credit is due. The Lucknow bowlers get it done. And the man, Asim Khan, 4 for 16 or 4. I'll keep an eye out for him. He was very impressive. Dasmantha Chamira, wow. Yeah, expensive, but 1 for 44 off 4 overs. Not great, but you get the win. That's all that matters. Krunal Pandya. Why does he bowl? Does anyone know? None for 19 off 1. Again, don't make me put my hands up again, but why are you bowling? I just don't get why Krunal bowls, to be honest. I can totally understand if, in the first innings, if they chose to bowl first, then I'm okay with letting Krunal bowl an over or 2 at the start. But in a game where you are chasing, you are trying to defend a total, the last person I ever want to try and defend my total with the ball is Krunal Pandya. So just please KL, do not bowl him. Seriously, I hate to watch him bowl. That might sound a bit harsh, but please, when you're chasing, when you are defending a big total, just don't even give Pandya a chance to choke the game for you. You're very lucky, LSG, you did not. Jason Holder, seriously, this is why it makes no sense to me that Daly didn't get the win. Jason Holder, none for 45 off 4. Not great. Bishnoi bowled a ripping delivery for his only wicket, 1 for 28 off 4. Krishnappa, Gotham. I'd rather bowl Gotham 3 to 4 overs instead of bowling bloody Pandya, to be honest. 1 for 23 off 2. Now, look, a little bit expensive, but took a wicket. You can't complain. And the big Hulk Stoin, wow. I'd almost say don't bowl him either, to be honest. None for 14 off 1. I still think Stoin, it still looks like he's building back to full fitness and, still working on his bowling. He never bowls anymore, which if you can't just expect to come on every 4 games, bowl 1 over and be any good at bowling. It's just not how it works. So they've either got to start bowling Stoinis consistently every game or just don't bowl him at all. Just my opinion. But hey, great win for Lucknow. You just have to nod your hat down. How do I do it? Lucknow. Yeah, well done. All right, let's jump to the table. So, the 2 new franchises are completely dominating us all. We're all being embarrassed by these 2 new teams. The Gujarat Titans, who are just outrageous at this point. Lucknow in 2nd. Rajasthan is in 3rd. SRH in 4. RCB in 5th still. They're only the 2nd team to play those 10 games as well so far. So, hey, RCB are in some trouble. You hate to see it. DC in 6th. Punjab in 7th. Oh, man. I don't like us being 7th. It really worries me. Kolkata in 8th. CSK in 9th. And MI, Mumbai Indians, in 10th with, of course, that one magical win. I can't help myself but make jokes about it. All right, into the orange cap. Jossie Boy Butler. Yep, he's already won the cap. You can forget that. Rahul is... maybe KL can... if KL can make this some sort of comeback, it would be incredible. Abhishek Sharma, who's been the most underrated cricketer of this season so far. He's been striking the ball super well down there at SRH in 3rd. The man Hardik Pandya in 4th. He's also missed a game or 2 as well, so he's having a great season. The man Shikhar Dhawan in 5th, and he's also equal 5th with the young gun from Mumbai, Clarke. So, hey, a few shocks on here. Who before the season would have thought Abhishek Sharma and Tilak would be in the top 5 for the orange cap, midway through the season? Not me. So, hey, credit where credit's due. Into the purple cap, though, the man Yuzi's still on top. I really hope he wins it. Kuldeep, I'd be happy with him winning it as well, actually. Natarajan, I'd be happy to see him win it as well. And Hasaranga, I'd be happy to see him win it. Umran Malik. Now, don't take this to offense, guys. I love the way Umran Malik bowls and the way he goes about it. But you've got a lot of time to get better. So, I'm trying to think, Yuzi and Kuldeep, these sort of guys don't have another 15 seasons in them like you do. So if they can just, in the back ends of their sort of careers, just pick up an orange cap or 2, throw it on their accolades list at the end of their career, it would look a lot nicer. Malik is going to win plenty of purple caps in his future, I would say. Or he's going to take plenty of wickets in every format, so he should be okay. All right, I think that's it. Let's check out the batting averages, actually. Devon Conway, he's only played 2 games, I think. Markram, Butler, David Miller, and the man Nicholas Pooran. No DK on the list anymore. Now, that'll make you sad. DK, man, what are you doing? No, get DK up the order and we get his average back up, I say. That's the only thing I care about. Hey, that'll cap it off, guys. A great win from Lucknow. Great. Wait, hold on. What games do we have tonight? Shit. All right, hold on. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Kolkata, Rajasthan, and then tomorrow, oh shit, we play the Gujarat Titans. Oh, brother. We can pencil that in for a loss, probably. Shit. Hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. Great win from Lucknow. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I'll see you guys in the next one.